say it in Hebrew. Capernaum is a village. Nahum is Nahum. Maybe the prophet Nahum, maybe another person famous called Nahum lived here before Jesus' time, and that's how the place got named. But just to remind ourselves, when Jesus came here, see, quoting from Luke chapter 4, and they rose up and put him out of the city and led him to the brow of the hill on which the city was built, that they might throw him down headlong. But passing through the midst of them, he went away. And he went down to Capernaum, down because Nazareth is up on the hill and this is downhill, down to Capernaum, a city of Galilee, and he was teaching them on the Sabbath. Now, teaching in a village is in a synagogue. This is the synagogue in the village. Pay attention to the fact that the stones here, the local stones, is lava. The Golan Heights, the mountains on the other side of the lake, about 100,000 years ago, used to be an active volcanic mountain. The lava is liquid, came down and covered all the valley. So the local stone is black. How come part of the stones are white? We'll talk about it when we be closer. Now, who gave Jesus a place to stay in his home? Peter. So this church was built over the ruins of Peter's house, and we're going to see. Now, today it is a remote place. How come everything that was done here in Jesus' time became famous? It's written that it became famous all over the Galilee, in the Decapolis. It was not a remote place in Jesus' time. And how can I prove it? I have the Bible. That's no better proof than that. And I will quote for you, Luke chapter 5, 27. After this he went out and he saw a tax collector named Levi sitting at his tax office. And he said to him, "Follow me." And he left everything and rose and followed him. And Levi made him a great feast in his house, and there was a large company of tax collectors. If you have many tax collectors in one place, it means it was kind of a checkpoint. Many people came here. So this was a busy place in Jesus' time. Now, the place was built by the Franciscans. This building was built in 1925, and this is the residence. The church was built over two earlier churches, that I will show you, over the house of Peter. So, the house of Peter is the focal point. That's why the sailors and this church looks like a satellite that landed over on the side. It's a nice church. If there is no mass there, we'll give you also some free time. You can go to the church if you want. But let's first of all go to see remains of the house of Peter. In that corner, we have remains of the house of Peter. When that group will leave, we will be able to go there and we will see it even better. So what are the octagonal shaped buildings that we have here? We have here a small church that was built in the 4th century, a bigger church that was built in the 5th century. Okay, so that's typical to all the holy sites. There are churches that were built and destroyed, but the focal point is the house of Peter. Why do we think that this is Peter's house? Peter was a fisherman, and this is the closest to the water. Okay, the village started here and continued all the way that direction, and the synagogue was in the center of the village. We also found the remains of fishing hooks and remains of anchors. So no doubt this was the house of the fisherman. We believe that Peter is the fisherman. Now here you can see the 4th century church, the 5th century church, and now I'm marking part of the walls of the house of Peter. This one, actually all the rectangular shape, including this one. Over there was an opening, a door. This was kind of an exit to the backyard that was closer to the sea. So those are remains of the house of Peter. Jesus was in Peter's home. And they say he left the synagogue and came to Peter's home, and over there he healed his mother-in-law. Remember this event?
Right.
You probably thought maybe he had to walk for half an hour or so. Here is the synagogue, here is Peter's home. You see, about 1 minute walk from the synagogue to Peter's home. And that is Jesus' time, 1st century, and exactly on top of it, in the same length, you see, the same length, they built the synagogue. Probably a wealthier congregation was here, and they could organize public work and bring the limestones from far away. Because here we have only black stones. The limestone is about 10 miles from here. So 4th century congregation was richer, and they built it on top. Now, have a look at the palm tree. You see the trunk of the palm tree, very straight. There is a verse in the Bible saying that the righteous people will flourish straight like a trunk of a palm tree. That's why the entrance to a synagogue, have a look here. You see the entrance to the synagogue, the main one, is decorated with palm tree, one over there, and another one over there. So the righteous people can follow me that way, the others have a side entrance. Okay? The second floor to the synagogue. How do we know? Have a look over there. You see what I'm pointing? Over there is another pillar, and probably supported the roof that was much higher. Remind me when we will be on the bus, I have kind of a diagram of the synagogue from that period of time, and I'll be able to show you. Another thing, have a look at the pillar here, you see? There are two pillars that are connected. The same thing here, two pillars are connected. They're connected in one point. So if you cut it and you look from the top, what shape you have?
A heart.
Heart shape. We call God from the bottom of our heart in the synagogue. And that's why when you find a building with two heart-shaped pillars, you know for sure that this is a synagogue. Now I'm sure that when you are in Texas, you pray, you call God. Now you are here and you pray to God. Do you know what is the difference? Here is the local call.
Sounds like a David type.
Religious Jews go to the synagogue, they pray 3 times a day. The morning prayer must be after sunrise, then the afternoon prayer before sunset, and then the evening prayer after sunset. So people that have to work will not go 3 times to the synagogue. What they do it in the morning before they go to work, and then they come, let's say, 20 minutes before sunset, they do the afternoon prayer, and they wait until after sunset and do the evening prayer. So actually, they go to the synagogue twice. I'm talking about midweek prayers. Saturday, there are longer prayers, and holidays, there are longer prayers, and so on. Okay, so another thing, if you saw pictures of synagogues or you visit the synagogue, most synagogues of today, people are sitting on wooden benches, one after the other, and actually what you see is the back of the person that sits in front of you. But the synagogue was also a place to teach. Jesus came here and taught his disciples. So sitting this way, when the benches are on both sides, if the leader, the teacher is in the middle, they can all see him, they can all hear him, and ask him questions. So this is a typical synagogue from the 1st till the 4th, 5th century. Games for kids, all the lines that you see here. The same thing here, you see? Kind of a game that with the dice they used to play. So this and this is kind of games for the kids. Then they took the crushed olive, put it in basket made out of palm tree leaves. About 10 of them, one on top of the other, under this stone. Have a look at the stone that I'm pointing. You see? The sign fell, but what's written here is an olive press. And then they release the pressure of the stone. The oil that comes out first is what we call virgin oil. And then you keep pressing it, and the 2nd hour, the 3rd hour, oil will still come out of it. That oil is excellent to put in the salad and so on. And they keep pressing it, and even after 5-6 hours, oil will keep coming. It will not be as clear. It will be a little bitter, but still excellent for oil lamps. So, olive oil industry was very important in the past. And the source of light for electricity, so use oil lamps. By the way, try it at home. Take olive oil, take any little container, it can be a cup, put a wick, light it, you'll have beautiful yellow flame. Actually, you could see it in Nazareth yesterday. Yeah, I forgot that we demonstrated. Excellent source of light. Okay, now this is a grape press. Over here it's a grape press. Grape is easy to squeeze. And how they did it, I'm sure you know, they step on it. So the menorah, here this is a machta, kind of a shovel to take the ashes out of the altar. But the main reason of going to the temple in Jerusalem was to bring sacrifice. We'll talk about it. Now have a look at this. You see something on wheels. In every synagogue there is an ark. Not the Ark of the Covenant. That was in the first temple. But every synagogue have kind of a furniture made out of wood, that over there they keep the Torah scrolls. And normally it's facing Jerusalem. But remember, this was built in the 4th century. 4th century Byzantine time. The Byzantines were against the Jews. That's the beginning of Christianity. One of the rules was they did not let Jews build synagogues. That's why they built this building in the wrong direction. It faced not Jerusalem, faced the opposite direction. The door faced Jerusalem. So we know from literature that was written about it that they had an ark on wheels. And they used to hide it. Only when the Byzantine supervisors were not around, they put it facing Jerusalem and prayed to the direction of Jerusalem.